Good morning everyone, and welcome back to another vlog. I'm here today in another town in the Lake District. It's called Kendal, and I'm in good tradition starting the vlog at a castle, because in the last few vlogs, as you've known, they've all been at a castle. So I'm actually just on a walk now. I'm not quite there yet, but I'm on a walk through the countryside. As you come out of the Kendal station, just behind me in the distance over there, you can walk down, go down Castle Road, I believe it is, come up this little walkway that I've just started coming up now, and along here we can get to the castle grounds. Now, I've been to the Lake District a lot before, but I've never really been to Kendal. But I've got to say, so far, the thing I'm loving just about this little walk here is that you've got amazing views of the fells and of the surrounding area. It's so lush and green. There is actually a really nice view from up here. So this is one reason already to come to Kendal. If you love hiking and walking, then the castle could be a great place to go. And it's really not far away from the station at all, so you don't have to go far. And you can actually come here directly from Manchester. So if you're traveling from Manchester, you can go to Kendal. You can also go to Windermere on the same line. So I am just at the castle now. You can see it behind me there. It is a ruin, but it's a ruin with a view. The view is worth it so much, honestly. Coming up here at any time of day, I can imagine the sunrise from here or the sunset from here would be just mind-blowing. With all the layers of the mountains, you've got all the fells there. You can see Kendall Town, and it's free to visit. So if you do want to come and visit here, it's completely free. You just walk into the park, go to the top of the hill, and yeah, you've got the whole place to yourself. But the castle itself was actually built in the 12th century, so it's been here for quite a while. So it's got over 900 years of history. But I believe in the 1500s, that's when it fell into disrepair, so it couldn't be repaired anymore, and it, you know, crumbled. And fun fact for you all as well, if you know much about King Henry VIII, his last wife, the 6th wife he had, Catherine Parr, she actually lived here in the castle in the 15th century with her family. So again, a little bit of interesting history for you there. But yeah, you've got views looking over everything. Honestly, I could sit up here all day. When you actually get into the Kendall Castle grounds, it's actually quite huge. You've got the main bit of the castle there just behind me, with little underground bits. But it's pretty cool that you can just walk inside and go in there. And then you've also got this little tower on the corner, as well as the castle wall that's still very much intact around the outside. So yeah, it's quite a lot to see. So when you walk down from the castle, you eventually come out to this road with a footbridge. And I'm currently just walking across the footbridge now, which goes over the River Kent. And across the River Kent, you've got the Abbot Hall, which is the next place I'm going to show you in today's video. It's very scenic, lots of ducks and seagulls around. I've now made it to the Abbot Hall, which is in such a beautiful park. So you've got the Abbot Hall Park next door. You've got the Abbot Hall itself, which is now home to like an art centre, so you can go in and have a look at different types of arts. I think there's a cafe nearby as well. I think it's a must-see if you're coming to Kendal. It's one of the highlights of being here. Inside the Abbot Hall art gallery, there's so many different types of art in there from all different times over the years, dating back to a couple of centuries ago to even like modern art. So they've got quite a mixture of different things, and it's not just paintings. They've also got kind of like miniature sculptures. They've also got other little interesting art pieces that you can view as well. So definitely go and check it out. It is £12 entry. I think for children it's a little bit cheaper. I will leave the pricing on screen now as well, but it's definitely worth checking out. And there's a little cafe in there which you can grab some tea after or before you start looking around. And next door they have got the Kendall Parish Church, so that's where we're going to go and check out now and see what it's all about. Good timing, just turned the camera on and we've got the bells going. So I've just been inside the Kendall Parish Church, and I have to say it is really cool inside. And a fun fact for you is that it's actually one of the biggest churches in the UK. And that's because it's got 5 aisles, which is very uncommon for churches. It was built, I believe, in 1201. So it's been here for over 800 years. It's a very nice church, I must say. It's really cool. They have also got a really interesting feature in there at the moment. They've got a display of the Last Supper. So for those of you that don't know the Last Supper, it was designed by Leonardo da Vinci, the original one. But there is a display in there right now by another artist, which I'll leave the name for on screen, who has created a piece out of 50,000 computer keys all over this kind of sculpture. And it's a really cool art piece that's inside that church right now. Yeah, the church itself, it's not far away from the river as well, so if you do want to go and walk by the river, you literally just go around the back of the church and you're on the riverfront, the River Kent. Just in Kendall Town, and it is a very lively town to say the least. But first of all, before I go into what the town is like, I will just tell you that there is a little cafe here called Mara Cafe that I highly recommend you come and check out. It's very hard to actually see where it is, but you can see it's just down like a little alleyway, and there's an outdoor seating area, there's an indoor seating area. The interior is very old style. It's probably been a lot of things over the years, a lot of different things, but it's like a really oldie little cafe with nice features and great food. They've got a range of pizzas, like sort of Italian style food, nice coffees, teas and drink, and it's a really good atmosphere as well. So if you are coming to Kendal, I highly recommend going to the Mara Cafe. And actually just a couple of doors down, they've got the famous 1657 chocolate house, which has a lot of history as well, and they do all different kinds of chocolates. They also sell the Kendall mint cake, which is really famous in Kendal. It's very famous across the UK now, in fact. It's like these bars of mint, sugar, sweet, and I mean they've been around for years, but they also sell them in there. You can find them in all different places around Kendal, but you should definitely pop into that shop as well if you want to check out some of the chocolate. And actually they're award winning as well, and it's been photographed a lot because it's on a very beautiful part of the street, and the shop itself has actually been there for 40 years, but before that it was other things. I think it was a bakery before that. You should definitely check out Kendall Town as well. There is a lot of different side streets you can go down, little cobbled lanes, tons of shops to explore, and the views as well around the town are incredible. You've got mountains in the distance that you can see just peeping over tops of rooftops, and like I said, there's loads of little streets you can kind of dive off on the main street. You've got the Highgate main street, which is really stunning, and there's a nice clock tower there as well. And you've also got the Westmoreland Centre, which is just like a little small shopping centre that you can go into. And one of the most famous streets here is Finkel Street. It's got a funny name, but it's again one of the main streets with a selection of cafes, shops, and there is tons of cafes to try as well. So if you're wanting to stay here for a little bit longer and you want to try a different cafe every day, you can certainly do that. There's plenty of good ones around here. But I'm actually really starting to like Kendal a lot because it's so historical, and I think the mountains somehow just complement the city as well. Like wherever you are, you can see all the fells as well as like peaks of church rooftops and all kinds of things. That brings me to one of the final stops of this little trip to Kendal, and just behind me you can see where I am. I'm at the Parish Church of St George, which at the moment is actually closed for renovations. There's lots of these fences around, as you can see here, and this goes around the whole perimeter, but it's worth coming into the grounds because we've got lots of beautiful cherry blossoms. Obviously, again, this is in spring, but in the summer I can imagine it's still just as beautiful, and perhaps even in the winter. And it was built between 1838 and 1841. But yeah, unfortunately I can't really show you too much of this one today, but it's here and it's just across the River Kent, so it's just outside of the main part of the town. So if you want to come and check it out, then you can. It's a great place to walk around as well. There's lots of nice greenery here. Now, just near Kendal train station, we have actually got Kendal Museum, which is just behind me. I was going to show you it, but unfortunately the time now is almost 4 o'clock. And it's closed because it closes at 4, so I'm not here on time, unfortunately. However, if you are here and you want to go and see it, the opening times are between 9 and 4. And I think there's a lot of things to do with like archaeology, history and geology in there, but otherwise there's a nice little garden area here which I'm able to show you now as well. So that does actually bring me to the end of this video. But thank you as always for watching, and I hope you've been enjoying these videos from around the UK. I do plan on bringing you more coming soon, and my aim is to try and bring you a new video at least once a week. So yeah, as always, thank you for watching, and I will catch you all in the next one.